Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the first match of Night 6 of the Men's Great American Bash. We start off at the Pacific League once more as Shinsuke Nakamura makes his entrance. The man started off the tournament at 0-4, but picked up a huge win over Ilya Dragunov last night. So now he has an opportunity to get on a bit of a winning streak here, but the question is, will he? Now, obviously, I'm probably going to do all the commentary, although it was really nice to have my color analyst back for at least one night. Obviously, he is trying to take time off, obviously, for certain reasons I cannot disclose. Hey. What? I'm just saying it was really nice to have you back for one night. Thank you. Alright. As we get set, here's the thing. Shinsuke Nakamura is someone who has been pretty much misused, mistreated ever since he was called up to the main roster. And now it looks like he's about to be in another tag team, this time with an impending debut of Hiromu Takahashi, which could lead to a tag team title run. What do you guys think? You guys sound off in the comments if you guys want to comment. You see, Shinsuke Nakamura has an opportunity to spoil the tournament for the man he faces here tonight. And honestly, he is in for a fight. Rusev. The man at 12 points, currently sitting in a three-way tie with both JC Mateo and Sheamus. Two men that Rusev has beaten already. And he did it on back-to-back nights. His only loss was to JD McDonough, but rebounded with a win over El Grande and Melicano. Rusev technically holds the head-to-head tiebreaker over both JC Mateo and Sheamus, so he currently holds the number one spot. In order to clinch that number one spot in the Central League and win the Central League outright, the man needs to win out. Or he needs to at least win one match of his next two and hope that Mateo and Sheamus lose one of their next two. If that happens, we have a winner in the Central League. A man who has been just dominating the competition. I mean, he took out Ilya Dragunov, Mateo and Sheamus. He took out El Grande and Melicano. And outside of that upset from McDonough, he has been rolling. And this man is hoping to get the 15 points. Hell, it got so bad for Ilya Dragunov, he left the company. That is the breaking news, by the way. Ilya Dragunov has left WWE. Obviously, one of my close friends' favorite wrestlers, and sucks. Shinsuke Nakamura, as we are underway in our first match of Night 6 of the Men's Great American Bash, as Nakamura, using his technical wizardry that he learned in New Japan Pro Wrestling, as now Rusev. Oh my goodness! What in the world? As Rusev now back on the offense, looking for maybe a power bomb. Got it! Oh my god, right on the ropes too. Nakamura kicks Rusev out, and now Nakamura back on the offense. What is he thinking here? Now, just kicks right to the face of Rusev. Nakamura and Rusev, both former United States champions. In fact, Rusev beat Nakamura to become the United States champion at the end of 2018. Became a three-time United States champion, but Nakamura regained the title back on the Royal Rumble kickoff show in 2019. As Rusev goes for the cover here. Already a count of two already. Wow. Rusev currently sitting at 12 points, looking to get the 15 and be all alone on top of the Central League standings. And then hopes to get a loss or two from both JC Mateo and Sheamus. But of course, that would have to come with a lot of luck going for us. Rusev is thrown into the ropes. A kick right to the midsection by Nakamura. And now Nakamura with a kick to the back. Lower back of Rusev. And now Nakamura heads to the middle row. What is Nakamura thinking here? Going for an elbow, but does not hit it. It misses as Rusev. Another collar and elbow tie up on Nakamura. Let's see what he's thinking here. And now going to a wrist lock right here on Rusev. This has gotta hurt for Rusev right now, because this is not something he's known for. Technical wizardry is now Rusev throws him into the corner, and now a huge clothesline in the corner by Rusev. But Nakamura was unfazed, and now goes for kicks to the midsection, and now fists right to the face. And now, oh my goodness, oh my gosh, a sleeper by Nakamura. Will Rusev get out of it? He does get out of it. Holy hell, that could have been something right there, as Rusev elbows to the face of Nakamura in order to get out of the submission hold. And now he hits chops. And now, what is he thinking here? Is he going for an Alabama slam? No, Nakamura gets out of there. And now a knee to the back. A knee to the lower back. And now Rusev reverses right to the shin. And now, what's Rusev thinking here? Got him up in the fireman's carry position. A Samoan drop! Samoan drop by Rusev. Rusev does have history with Roman Reigns when it comes to the United States title back in 2016, which included a Hell in a Cell match, which Rusev won. Actually, no, Roman Reigns won. It's true. It is true. Go check the record books. It was one of 3 Hell in a Cell matches from 2016, along with Charlotte and Sasha Banks, and of course Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. Rusev is just unleashing on Nakamura on the outside. Rusev just won't stop. Rusev, calm down. The count's at 5. Rusev, I don't think, will stop. I think Rusev's just going to unleash punishment. Oh my God, what a kick to the face. Dude, Rusev just does not care. He just does not care whatsoever. He doesn't care if you're teaming up with Hiromu Takahashi. He doesn't at all. And now a inverted DDT by Nakamura. The count's at 7. They gotta remember about the count. And there you go. He throws it back into the ring. Nakamura's fired up. Nakamura gotta get back in the ring before the count hits 10. Count's at 8. Nakamura gotta get in there. There you go. And now Rusev getting back up on his feet. And now, what in the world is Nakamura thinking? Nakamura will throw him into the ropes. And now, oh my God! Was that a Kinshasa? A Kinshasa from Nakamura! The cover right here! Oh, that kick out! How crazy would that be? That could maybe spoil the tournament for Rusev, but Nakamura does not get the W there. Rusev gets it, and now an STO from Rusev. Rusev tries to drag him into the middle of the ring, probably going for a cover here. What is Rusev thinking here? Nakamura gets back onto his feet, doesn't even get a chance to go for a cover. My God, what a knee in the midsection. And now Rusev blocks a kick from Nakamura. He's trying to go for another call on time. Oh my God, what a knee to the face. But Rusev gets back onto his feet. And now, here we go. Trading balls battle. Here we go. Holy hell. Oh. Both men. Nakamura fighting for pride, trying to play spoiler. Meanwhile, Rusev trying to get one step closer to the semifinals, one step closer to the United States Championship, which would be his 4th U.S. title of his career. The only championship he has won in the WWE. Oh gosh, what a kick to the gut. And now Rusev, another collar and elbow tie-up, sends him into the corner. And now what is Rusev thinking here? Rusev! Oh, reverses! A DDT on Nakamura! What a move by Rusev! Something you don't really see very often. Oh my God, what a kick! Right to the face of Nakamura. What is he thinking here now? Oh, but Nakamura reverses. And now Nakamura with a punch to the face. Nakamura, but Rusev reverses, throws Nakamura over the top rope, and now a punch to the face. What is Rusev thinking? Throws him back into the middle, into the ring. And now Rusev is just standing there. Rusev ended up costing himself on a Kinshasa. Rusev just stood there. What in the world was that? And it might have just cost him the tournament. Rusev just stood there like a kidney stone. What the hell? Golly. What a window for Nakamura. Nakamura has now won 2 in a row, and he's sitting at 6 points Meanwhile, Rusev, a huge loss, potentially may have hurt his chances of going into semifinals. However, as I mentioned, he does own the head-to-head tiebreaker over JC Mateo and Sheamus. So unless there's a draw, Rusev will be at least in the second semifinal spot in the Central League. However, he has to hope it doesn't end in a draw, or else he will be in huge trouble going into Night 7. But in the meantime, Nakamura, who potentially may get Hiromu Takahashi as his tag team partner as soon as possible, could be as soon as Friday night on SmackDown, gets the W. He's won back-to-back. Let's move on to the next match. Jeannie McDonough versus Pete Dunne.